Hey, good evening. Happy Saturday night. So, my Soaring solo videos have been on hold, so let me just explain that a little bit. We moved into a new house last week and we were so busy moving stuff in that I just never got to it. So, I apologize. And then this morning, we were at a football game and I came home and started painting. So it's been a little crazy, but we're going to try to fit things in and make this happen at some point on Saturdays still. So here I am, and I want to kick off our talk about dating. So first of all, if you guys don't know, I have Soaring Solo with Stacy is my group, my people. We are single mothers who are trying to make life better for ourselves and our children. We are rising above and we are conquering this interesting thing that we're in. And so if you are a single mama, welcome. If you're not a single mama, welcome too. Okay. But I also want to let you know if you're a single mama and you'd like to be a part of our group, let me know. I'll add you. I would love to add you. But let's talk about dating for a second. I want to ask, let me actually back up. First of all, my disclaimer. As we start talking about dating, as we talk about anything, y'all got to know, I do not have the answers, okay? I'm going to present some information and you can make decisions for yourself because especially on the topic of dating, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to lay it out there. So I would love to have interjection and your opinions because we can give opinions, right? And it's okay. So I want to first, before we dive too deep into dating as a single mother and what that might look like, I want to talk about should single moms date at all? Okay. Should we wait until our kids are out of the house? Now, I'm really curious as to what you think about that. I think this is something that a lot of people have very strong opinions about both ways. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I kind of ride the fence, I'll be honest with you, because I have great arguments for both sides. And I've heard great arguments for both sides. So it's really a difficult thing to think about. I started thinking about this years ago when I read a book by Dr. Laura Schlesinger. This was actually before I was a single mother. I believe the book was, y'all might know, I think it was stupid things women do to mess up their lives or something like that. She touched on this in there. I'm pretty sure that was a book. Maybe one of y'all can tell me if I'm right or not. But she is very adamant that you should not date as a single mother, that you should wait until your children are grown and out of the house. Now, what do you think about that? Let me just give you some of her reasons as I recall them were things like, it complicates the whole situation, introducing men into your kids' lives is, and I'm obviously paraphrasing and making it really quick. She also talked about the fact that how does a single mother have time for that? You know what I mean? If you're a single mom, you can probably amen to that. We are running at both ends, and relationships take a lot of time and energy and work, and so it is difficult. So that was her whole premise. Now, it's interesting to me because before I'd even heard her mention, the first time I ever heard this mentioned, when I read this in the book, I thought, that's absurd. Why shouldn't single mothers date? That's crazy. They're single. They're not married. They should date. If they want to date, let them date. And then the more I thought about it, and then as I became a single mother, I thought, really, there's a lot of reasons why maybe we should hold off until the kids are grown and out of the house. And y'all know, if you know my story, I did. For 6 years, I did not date at all. And it's funny because I ran into a gentleman. Look, I've been painting. Isn't that lovely? I ran into a gentleman a few weeks back when I was out with one of my girlfriends, and he knew who I was. I didn't recognize him. I knew him from Facebook, and he had asked me out a couple of years ago, evidently. He tells me this. And he says, yeah, you told me you didn't date. And I don't. That's what I would say. Like men would ask me out, and my flat response, it didn't matter who you were or how you, asked. It was, I do not date. Sorry. That was it. That was the end of it. So there's a lot, in my opinion, a lot of valid reasons for women to say, absolutely not until my kids are out of the house. Then there's the other side. There's the other side of, we are single women. We probably are lonely. We probably would like a partner through our lives, right? So why not? Why wouldn't a single mom date? There's just no reason. Especially I see this as my son is getting older. He has a better social life than I do. In fact, he's out at a party right now, birthday party. And I'm sitting at home on a Saturday night because that's kind of fun. I like to have a painting. It's awesome. Anyway, yeah, so why not? Why shouldn't? I mean, what do you think? I'm really curious. I think there's valid reasons on both sides, or arguments for both sides. And I think every individual woman is different. Some women, it works. They can just make it work. They're just good at it. They just figure it out and they know what they want. And then there's other women that are just like, nope, this is just not it. And so I don't know that there's a cut and dry answer, but I really want you to take this week and start to think about, should I be dating or should I not be dating? It's entirely up to you. Nobody's going to judge either way, but there's so much to stop and think about. And have you ever really stopped and thought about the consequences of you dating with your kids still in the house, or of you not dating? Because there's consequences that way too. I did decide that as of this year, I might start dating a little bit here and there. And I have done a little bit of dating here and there. I've set some very high standards that I absolutely refuse to bend on. And so that makes my dating life pretty slim. But we're going to talk about those things in the next few weeks. But one of the reasons that I decided that it's time is because I want my son to see a healthy dating relationship, right? You don't see that on TV, okay? You don't get that from movies. Can we all agree? When you watch TV or you watch the movies, those are not healthy, normal relationships, right? So I kind of felt like, okay, part of me, I'm ready to get back out there and I want to set an example. These are the things that I will not put up with, and there's a reason for it. You will treat me like the goddess that I am, okay? My high maintenance woman, but treat me with respect. Put me on a pedestal, and I will treat you with respect in return. And my son needs to see how a healthy relationship goes. And we are also going to talk about what those healthy relationships might look like, because honestly, I think there are probably very few of us that have seen a truly healthy relationship. And that's a problem. There's a reason why the divorce rate is so high. There's a reason why relationships don't last. We have to start being more conscious of how we handle our relationships. So whether you're ready to date or not, whether you've chosen to date as a single mom or you've said, nope, I am waiting until my children are grown and out of the house, it doesn't matter. At some point, you're probably going to start dating. And I challenge you to do it in a way that will teach kids, yours and anybody else who happens to be watching, how to do it the right way, how to demand respect respectfully, what to expect, and so on and so forth. I don't want to get into too much because we're going to talk about those in the next few weeks. So anyway, On that note, I do want to hear your opinions. I want to know what you think. I want to know why you believe that. Give me some details. Feed me this information, okay? And we're going to talk about things in the next few weeks. But like I said, with football Saturday mornings, woohoo! It could be crazy times. All right, so you can always watch the replay. It's just life right now is all about football, which is weird because it's usually baseball in our house, but that's okay. We like football too. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and thank you for watching. And remember that you may be soaring solo, but you are not tackling motherhood alone. We will see you later. Bye.